Welcome back to Final Fantasy IX. Yes, Zaydane's the main character, we know.
No, Daggers.
But I immediately thought back to 7.
Yeah.
Every time I get these sequences where it's nothing but black and just text in front and Cloud's talking to someone who I think is never explained. Thinking about that
That's
part in Junin.
himself. It's his mental childhood self from the flashback sequence later on. It's really weird, and I'm looking forward to seeing how they execute that in the remake for sure. But
People. Okay, this is coming from someone who hasn't yet played Final Fantasy VII, but when people talk about the story being like incomprehensible in Final Fantasy VII, I never really got that. Like, I guess like just looking at it, like it never really seemed to. Non-understandable to me.
People call Final Fantasy VII story incomprehensible? What?
Maybe not straight up incomprehensible, but there's like a Dorkly cartoon where they make fun of how nothing makes sense or something. I don't really remember. This is a long time ago, but like, I don't know.
To be fair, I think 7 is one of those stories that you're not going to get everything on your first playthrough.
Yeah, but it's probably okay. But do you understand the like, not like all the deep subtleties I can get, but is that at the very least something that you can understand the basics?
I never had a problem following Final Fantasy VII story, so...
Yeah, I got the basic gist, and I think the basic gist is all you need.
Okay, because when I first read Watchmen, I didn't get it the first time I read it. Like, not just I didn't get what they were trying to say with the story.
Mommy, why is his dick hanging out?
I didn't understand what was happening a lot of the time with Watchmen until I reread it, and honestly,
It also helps if you read more, so you could get the subversions it's doing.
Yeah, but to be perfectly honest, I liked Watchmen more when I didn't really understand what was going on. So
Sid halfway ribbited because he's so used to being a frog. Silence, ribbit.
I suppose. Here's the thing. I'm so used to seeing him as the Uglop or the frog that seeing him human doesn't really look right to me.
Go back to the frog.
It's kind of like the first thing that comes to mind is Emperor's New Groove when he's finally done with being a llama. I'm not used to his human form anymore.
Yeah.
So
yeah, now Hilda is going to tell us what Kuja is up to, and it's all very surprising, as you can tell by the massive number of exclamation points everyone spouted out of their heads.
what he's trying to do, or the fact that she's going to tell us, is surprising.
Yes and yes. Now we cut to Tantalus, because that's totally a segue that needed to happen.
Dude, did you hear that shit? They're from Terra.
Terra?
Well, I say that's worth 3 exclamation points.
Terra, she's my favorite Final Fantasy VI character.
No, that's fucking Tina,
So,
you dope.
in the Japanese version, do you
Sorry.
think the planet is called Tina?
Maybe.
I'm not sure.
It wouldn't be. Gaia and Terra are the Greek and Roman opposites of their specific deity, so that's...
Don't both Gaia and Terra mean
Yeah,
Earth,
they're
though?
the Greek and Roman opposites of the same deity.
So it's like Artemis and Jupiter?
The other Artemis.
No, Artemis isn't... Zeus is Jupiter.
You've got the
I can't
general
remember
idea.
Yeah.
I don't even know
Okay.
which Roman gods are which, apart from that.
I thought Zeus was a god.
Yeah, Zeus is a god. Although I can imagine, like, if somebody was, like, flying around in space and they discovered a planet, he'd name it after his girlfriend and be like, "Hey, babe, I named a planet after you." And then she'd be like...
If you got a spaceship en route to Jupiter, it better be named Kratos.
The planets were named after Roman
No,
deities,
the spaceship... The Kratos spaceship should be the spaceship that goes to Mars first. Because Mars is Ares.
I guess so, yeah.
And then
okay, we'll go to Jupiter. We'll go to Jupiter in the sequel.
Yeah, the Kratos 2 goes to Jupiter to get more stupider. Yeah, and it can be all girls that go on that mission.
And now we get to go to Ibsen's castle. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. Ibsen's castle.
Ibsen's.
Who's Ibsen?
An explorer. Yeah, he
Some guy.
Yeah,
It was
the
an
castle.
explorer.
Oh, you mentioned this in a previous session.
The castle
I
is
think.
named Ibsen's castle, but not because it belonged to Ibsen, because he was an explorer who went to the castle.
Yeah, and I think you can find key items that chronologue his adventures.
Mm-hmm.
Do we get our airship?
It's completely inconsequential to the overall plot. So
No, but it's a nice little supplement.
I love world building like that.
Yeah.
Some of the most interesting things in games are the stuff that are completely unrelated to the main plot in these sorts of things.
Now, the thing about the new airship that we're going to be getting is that Sid actually uses the boats that we were using before in order to build it, because he needs to get the ship done fast. So
they just take take the hardware that we already have and mod it.
Basically turning the boat into an airship. Yeah.
But I already have a chocobo that can go over all terrain.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. It's like, well, we need a boat. No, fuck, you see that chocobo they have? It's all terrain.
Yeah, but the chocobo can't fit everybody on it. Well,
Yeah,
Yes, it can.
Oh, sure it can. They all just need to jump into Zidane body, you know?
I need you to be in.
Now I'm imagining a majestic airship remix of the chocobo theme. It like bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum.
You guys got your variations of the chocobo too?
Whenever I think of characters jumping inside each other to join parties, I always think back to Final Fantasy VII Abridged. Not the recent Final Fantasy VII Abridged. There was another attempt at an abridged Final Fantasy VII that I don't know if it ever went very far, but the first few episodes were hilarious.
How did they do
basically,
that?
Basically, it was heavily edited game footage without any of the text boxes displayed, and with voice acting instead. So it was like.
So did they crop the footage so you couldn't see?
I think there might have been some hacking involved, so that you could still see the animations, but the text box didn't display. I'm not really sure. It was.
Because I know. Because my most experience with the machinima is Red versus Blue, and I know for that, basically what they did was they had three people. They had three people moving around Halo characters, and one person was just looking at them as the camera. I don't know how they got rid of the aiming reticule though. That's in the middle of the screen. Now that I think of, they might explain that in something. I own the Red versus Blue DVDs for the first 100 episodes, so I should watch those again. Red versus Blue is hilarious.
Yeah. I haven't watched Red vs. Blue, so I've got no real perspective on that.
It's really funny. But I think it loses steam when it tries to start having a plot. But the first 100 episodes I still think are hilarious. It's just after that I think it loses a bit of steam, but it still grabs people. So if you like it, you like it. Personally, I think they're funnier they're better at humor than telling a story, but that's just me. Which is why I always liked Red Team better than Blue Team. So, yeah. So what's up with
that was really fucking fast.
What's up with the Tantalus crew right now? What are they doing?
They're doing nothing of importance.
Why is Beatrix's theme playing?
That is
She's not even
Beatrix.
around?
Yeah,
No, she's right there.
Oh, she is? I thought he was talking to Zidane.
Well, he was. He
My
was telling her.
question is, what the fuck is Beatrice doing?
She's just walking back and forth.
Yeah.
Oh.
Does Beatrix even really do much, or is she just protecting Alexandria for the rest of the game?
Protecting Andrea for the rest of the game.
Wonderful. We could have. That's probably what if they were to keep Beatrix in the party. This probably would have been a good place to have her join.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, but
Well, she would have been a lot more useful than Steiner.
Don't you badmouth Steiner like that.
Well, she comes at a base higher level.
What he lacks in subtlety, he makes up in heart.
But he's not a paladin.
No, he's a flat-out knight.
yeah. So yeah, but paladins are just better because they have just about as good physical strength and they can heal themselves.
Ah, and now we got the Garnet.
Yeah.
Which we are supposed to give to Garnet.
I see what
And
they
it
did
is the
there.
summon stone for
Oh, what?
Bahamut.
Oh shit! Wait, how did we get that? Doesn't Kuja have that?
No, there are other Garnets in the world. It's just
Yeah.
a gemstone.
Oh, so but I thought that the way that they were doing it, it was just that only one person could summon Bahamut, only one person could summon.
Oh, yeah,
summon
it's just-
Alexander, so on and so
Kuja
No,
Kuja may have lost it in the Alexandria battle.
Well,
when he
the
was fighting
Eidolons
Alexander.
were
they never-
extracted from Garnet, but that doesn't necessarily mean she can't reattune to them. She just needs the appropriate items,
no-
is all.
Well, no, I understand that. It's just that I thought that Kuja had him. I suppose. Maybe I'm just
Yeah,
thinking of it.
That's
like,
what that's what I'm thinking. Like,
No,
Kuja
they're-
lost the stone.
No, there's a whole summoner tribe, so I just always assume that multiple
Well,
people can summon the
he-
same
well, you know-
Eidolon eventually if they
Well,
wanted
you
to.
can get summoned wholesale.
I sort of think of it like Final Fantasy X, where anyone can summon the thing, but not at the same time. You know?
Yeah, basically.
well, I was just thinking. I was thinking of it more like Pokemon, where Kuja caught himself a Bahamut, and now.
Well, actually, just reading into how Garnet described it, she described it as a Garnet, meaning there's more than one.
Yeah.
Oh, so a wild Bahamut.
Well, you can
appears?
you can have like 99 of the certain gemstones that let you learn summons.
Can you like grind for these things?
Yeah, this is just
Yeah.
the
If you want
first
to, I
time
don't see
you
the
have an
point.
opportunity to get a Garnet.
The more
Oh wait, I know the point.
yeah, and the more you get, the more powerful your
Yeah,
summon is.
that's right. I completely forgot about that. I wasn't sure if all Eidolons ran on that algorithm.
Aren't the
I
Eidolon
think
stones-
only ones that you can get multiple ones of.
I know. Atomos runs off of that
Yeah.
little fact. The more you have of his summoning stone, the more damage he does.
Aren't the summoning stones the things that you give to the friendly creatures? Oh wait, hold
eventually,
on!
yes.
Dramatic haircutting sequence, yeah. Why are
Important haircut.
this is when
Mulan coming this fall.
this is when Garnet stops being mute,
Yeah.
right?
Well, she was
Yeah.
talking
Yeah.
just
Okay.
now, so I hope so.
It was on Zidane head. Well, if Garnet were to speak, I'm pretty sure she'd say this: "You are the most sexiest fucking beast I've ever laid eyes upon." Let's do it here.
You know,
Well, I mean, they haven't consummated their marriage.
I
yet.
just picture that clump of hair just flying into someone's face. And
all
wow,
over
one
someone's
clean cut with a dagger, and she has a straight haircut. That's
Yeah,
kind
I
of
want to see her
impressive.
struggle, because that shit ain't easy.
Well, it's kind of like that anime thing where you pull off your entire costume at once. If it were to happen the way it happens, like on TV, in the real world, it'd be like,
Well, you know, there was
okay, give me a minute, Zidane, hold my hair while I cut it.
well, you
Ow!
know, there was a similar moment in Naruto, but in Naruto, Kishimoto actually acknowledged that the hair was going to come out looking really terrible at first. So Sakura actually needed to get a haircut after her dramatic haircut to look decent again.
Might as well just got a haircut in the first fucking place.
What do you guys think about Garnet's second hairstyle?
I like it.
I like the longer hair better personally, although I'm a little bit biased. Obviously.
But
If it were up to you, Ted, everyone would
They
be a
both
long-haired
look
hipster.
Yeah,
Even
even you,
Steiner.
John. Although you're bald, so you know.
they both
whatever.
look pretty good, I think.
I've earned this.
Well, no, I think some people can pull off a bob cut like that. I prefer Garnet with the long hair. Maybe it's because it's the design I see
Yeah,
more.
it also has that effect that all major drastic haircut changes do, where for a little while you're just looking at the person and it looks so unfamiliar that it looks too strange to tell whether or not you like it or not. So
Yeah, that happens a lot in not just games,
Yeah.
but in the real world too. And eventually you get acclimated
Yeah.
to it, obviously. So
And with the new Bob haircut, we also get a lot more ass shots from Garnet from this point on.
Wait,
well,
what?
her hair used to fall.
Well, because her
yeah,
hair's not
hair
covering
used to
her
fall
ass now.
down over her bottom, so you couldn't necessarily see all the time how tight her pants are. But now you can.
So who did you put in your?
I'm casting Cure. Yeah, you are.
Who did you put in your party, Ryan?
BB, Garnet, and Amaranth.
Oh, okay. Is that your favorite party?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is one thing I miss the most.
What, an airship?
It's just modern RPGs, an airship. Just
Yeah.
flying over the world map. I love
Bravely
it.
Default brought that back,
Such
and
a-
it was pretty damn cool.
Yeah, I love Bravely Default, and I'm really looking forward to Bravely Second as well, because I hear that they fixed most of the issues that Bravely Default 1 had in Second, so that's cool.
Oh,
Um,
are you gonna show off the cat battle?
Maybe.
cat battle?
That most likely means no, but just to elaborate, there is an enemy you can fight. Is that Are you going into, was it Dalgaro? I think that's the name of the place.
Dickwaro, yeah.
Dickwaro. In the outside of that area, there is this cat you can fight who tries to pose himself as a friendly creature, but he's not.
Wait, does it
Oh
play
no,
the?
oh no, I don't show him because I don't need to.
He's a jerk.
Wait, so
Yeah.
does it play like the friendly creature music, or?
No. It's just a regular battle, but he tries to masquerade as a friendly creature.
Yeah,
I think
the music is how you're supposed to know.
Yeah, I think he asked for a diamond, and then you give him a diamond. It's like, you fucking idiot.
Does he run away after that?
It's like, joke's on you, I'm not even a real cat.
Does he run? So he takes your diamond and runs?
Yeah, I think he runs away, yeah.
Oh, that asshole.